What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite internet cooking show, Smell What Coop is Cooking. I'm your host, Coop. Check this out. I've been thinking of some different ideas to bring you guys on this channel, and that's exactly what we're going to be exploring today, because on today's very special episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking, we're going to be learning with Coop. That's right, I'm taking you guys on a journey with me as I learn some kitchen skills that I'm not too good with in order to try to brush up my knowledge and also see if we can teach you guys a thing or two in the process. On today's very special episode, we're going to be learning how to break down a whole chicken. Not only is this going to be a cost-effective method for you to be able to purchase chicken, but it's also going to be a great way for you to learn some kitchen skills to take your game to the next level. So no full recipe as always for today, because all we're doing is chopping up chickens, but let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Let's go. All right, you guys, today I'm going to be watching the video from Serious Eats titled Knife Skills, How to Break Down a Whole Chicken. So that's the video we're checking out today. Let's get started.
Learning how to break down a whole chicken will save you money and provide you with extra bones to make stuff.
True.
Start by making a very small slit in the skin between the thighs and the breast with the tip of a sharp chef's knife or boning knife. Pry one leg away from the body until the thigh joint pops out, and then repeat on the other side. Pick up the chicken by the leg, then using your sharp knife, remove the leg. There's a very juicy nugget of meat right behind the back, so you want to cut as close to the carcass as possible. Repeat with the other side, and then set the legs aside. You can take off the breast with the wings attached, but if you want to remove them, pick up the chicken by the wing, feel for the joint, and work your knife into it. The wing should come off clean.
Made it look so effortless.
Pick up the carcass with the neck end pointing straight down.
All right, I don't know how well it's going to go getting those wings off. Almost every time I try to take chicken wings off of the carcass, I always mess them up. So we're going to see how it goes down today, but your boy's not too confident at it at this moment.
And then using a cleaver or a chef's knife devoted to heavy-duty tasks, place the blade behind the ribs against the rib cage. Cut downward with a few sharp, firm strokes. The back should separate easily from the breast. Split the breast in half lengthwise along the breastbone. You now have a chicken broken down into 6 pieces. To continue breaking it down, use your finger to locate the joint between the thigh and the drumstick, and use a sharp knife to separate the two. Use your heavy-duty knife to split each breast in half by first slicing through the flesh, and then
really
pressing down
making it
firmly with
stretch now.
both hands on the blade to get through the bone.
Sometimes those chicken breasts be
10 pieces
huge.
total.
All right, folks, that's it. Seems pretty easy. Like I said, big shout out to those guys over there at Serious Eats for the video. I'm going to link that down in the description so you guys can get back to it. Let's jump inside this kitchen right now and see if I can break down these chickens. Let's go. All right, you guys, let's get ready to break down some birds. Got my first chicken right here. We just been winging it the whole time. But as the video states, the first thing we're gonna take off is the legs. So I'm gonna take the blade of my knife and run that on the skin in between the leg and the carcass. Let's jump to the other leg and slice that one also. All right, now I'm supposed to pop the joint out of this leg to expose it. That was pretty easy. Now that we got those bones exposed, let's go ahead and take our knife and run it next to the carcass of this chicken to remove that thigh and leg. Trying to keep my blade as close to that carcass as possible, that way I can get all of that meat off. And just like that, we got those chicken legs removed. That was pretty easy. Now that we got those legs off, now it's time to work on the wings. This is the part I'm not too sure on, you guys. So I'm slicing this wing off. I keep hitting this joint. I can't seem to find my way around it with this knife, but with a little bit of effort, I was able to get that wing off decently enough. Moving along on over to the other wing. Once again, I'm gonna try to find that joint with my knife. Now I'm just slicing into this wing from left to right to try to remove it from that carcass. And just like the other side, with a little bit of effort and elbow grease, I was able to slice this wing away from the chicken's carcass to give us 2 beautiful wings right there on the cutting board.
Now let's get to work on these chicken breasts. So I'm gonna take my knife, try to slice it right through the middle. I was having a hard time, so I went around the rib cage a little bit, leaving it connected to those breasts. Keep cutting straight down until we get that back removed from the breast. Now that we got that removed, instead of throwing that back away, let's hold it off to the side, and I'll show you what we do with that on another episode. Let's go ahead and separate these chicken breasts by cutting it right down the middle, breaking through that wishbone and breastplate to give us 2 big-ass chicken breasts. Now that we got the legs, wings, and breast all separated, it's time to separate the chicken leg from the chicken thigh. Gotta find where the joints meet and slice in between those, so I'm just gonna take this chicken and move it around a little bit to see where that joint is hiding at. Now let's slice in between. Hit the joint a little bit on that one, but that's okay. Just move your knife on over. And bam, one leg separated from one thigh. Same for this one. Let's find where that joint is. Feel around for it a little bit there. Now run your knife directly in between those 2 joints. And I would say that one came off pretty clean. Now we got the legs separated from the thighs. Let's move over to the chicken breast. Like I said, these chicken breasts are huge. So let's go ahead and slice these in 2, giving us 2 portions of chicken breast from each breast. Slice through the flesh, and once you get down to that bone, just use your knife to break it in half. And there you have it, folks. 1 whole chicken broken down. All right, I think I did a pretty good job breaking down the first chicken. Not the most elegant breakdown, but either way, that chicken has been separated. But as we all know, practice makes perfect and repetition is key. So I've got 2 more birds and I'm gonna break those down right here too.
What's going on, you guys? You like my butchery skills? Let me know in the comment section.
So moving on to the second chicken, I'm gonna start with making my slits in between the skin, the leg, and the carcass. Pop those thigh joints out of the socket. Now let's run our knife up against that carcass to remove the leg, and it came off super clean on that one. Flip this bird over, let's whack off the other leg by doing the same thing. Follow that blade up against that carcass until you get that chicken leg off. Back to these dreaded wings. Let's see if we can find that joint this time. Still seems like Coop's having a pretty hard time with this one, but that's all right, you guys. We got a couple more chickens, they got a couple more wings, and we'll try it with those as well. If you guys can tell what I'm doing wrong here, let me know in the comment section. And after some straight surgical work, I was able to get both of those wings off and onto my cutting board. Let's jump straight into separating these breasts from the back. Slicing down, hit that rib cage again. I'm just gonna keep hacking at it and chopping through until I get that bone to break. Another breast removed from the back. I'm gonna keep that back just like the other one. Set it aside for now so I can focus on separating these breasts. Once again, I'm gonna slice through the center, breaking that breastbone and the wishbone until my knife slices all the way through to separate these chicken breasts. Chicken breasts have been separated. Let's go ahead and cut these in half right now. Breaking through that bone once we've cut through the meat. Now we got our 4 portions of chicken breast here. Let's go grab those chicken legs and remove the thigh from the leg. Feel for that joint right there, found it pretty easy, and I sliced this one off pretty easy. So far, these legs have been a piece of cake to separate. Buying chicken this way and separating it yourself is gonna save you a whole lot of money. I think I bought each one of these chickens for about $8 each. So I spent about 25 bucks on 3 chickens, and look how much yield we're getting.
What's going on, you guys? You're at the end of the video and you just want to see some more of what Coop's got going on in the kitchen? Don't forget to check the archives, hit that subscribe button, and let everybody know you found this hot recipe on Smell What Coop is Cooking.
Second bird broken down. I think I did a pretty decent job on that one. But as my motto goes, third time, best time. Let's bring our last chicken into the picture and see if we can apply all the knowledge of cutting the first two birds to this one. So again, slide in my knife in between that skin, the carcass, and the chicken thigh, breaking that thigh bone out of its socket to expose the joint. And once again, running the blade of our knife close to the carcass so we can remove that thigh as cleanly as possible. And like I said, you guys, third time, best time, because I think I got those chicken legs off extremely easy this time. Back to my arch nemesis, the chicken wings. Once again, trying to find that joint, and I'm not having the greatest success still, you guys, but I think this one came off the cleanest. Let's try it again for the last time on the other side of the bird. Trying to find that joint as much as possible. I think I just gotta go a little deeper, you guys, because as I start to do that, this wing came off extremely easy as well. Let's go ahead and cut in between the carcass so we can separate the breast from the back one more time. And just like the other birds, you already know what's up. We're going to be keeping the backs. Now let's separate our two chicken breasts by once again breaking that wishbone and the breastplate so we can slice all the way down through that meat. Let's separate the legs from the thighs once again, find the joint, slice right in between. And there we have another clean separation. Two legs, two thighs broken down right in front of your eyes right there. Let's jump back over to our chicken breasts and cut those in half. Make sure you break through that rib meat on the bottom side of the breast. And just like that, we got our third chicken broken down. And there you have it, folks. Coop's broken down whole chicken. We were able to break down each bird into 10 pieces, giving us a total of 30 pieces altogether. 6 legs, 6 thighs, 6 wings. Well, technically that's like a dozen wings since we got the drum and the flat connected. And we were able to take our chicken breast and separate those in two to give us 12 portions of chicken breast. As the video said, it's much cheaper breaking down a whole chicken like this. Where else can you buy 30 pieces of chicken for like $25? You can't even do that at KFC. And in today's tough economy, y'all, we could all save a buck or two. So try this out. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for rocking with your boy for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking, special Learning with Coop episode. I learned a lot breaking down these birds. Hopefully you guys did as well. Drop your boy a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this special Learning with Coop episode. And on that note, I'm gone.
Bam, there you have it, you guys. 3 whole chickens broken down. I think I did it pretty decently. We got about 30 pieces of yield out of all of those chickens for only about $25. I don't think you can beat that deal at all. Let me know what you guys think of this different little switch up episode. If you guys like it or don't like it, let your boy know in the comment section. Don't forget to like my ish while you're there. Share with a friend or foe, you already know. And for any special business inquiries,
investors, possibly you,
hit your boy up at smellwhatcoopiscooking@gmail.com, and we'll catch you guys right back here next week for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking.